Okay, the coffee is kicking in. Got my inappropriate t-shirt on, which is just there to wind up the masses. Rewind. Oh, am I good to you today, boys and girls? Because I haven't got one, but I've got 3 videos today concerning video games. Kicking off with Saints Row. So this game was released, well, it is actually released today. I can't keep track of time at the moment. And as I predicted earlier on this year, this game looked absolutely terrible. If you've played the old Saints Row games, you know what fun they were. Yeah, people kept comparing it to the GTA series. It's a much more downgraded, less, well, I wouldn't even call it less offensive. I mean, you have people walking around with large dildos, smacking people and killing them in the process, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. So I like the world of Saints Row. I think sometimes the game's mechanics and the way the characters ran and the combat of shooting guns kind of let the series down a little bit, but it had its tongue firmly in its cheek, which is what I really liked. But you know, we've got the Metacritic reviews out today, but before we get into those, just have a quick look at what Forbes has said about this. I mean, these are the new characters that they expect people to embrace. Absolutely terrible. There's just nothing. They're very generic. They're very bland. I don't care about this lady here. Who is she? She's like, who cares? I think she's meant to be an art thief. Oh wow, in the world of Saints Row, let's go and steal art. Is it digital art? Is it oh my god, what is the digital currency called again? The NFTs. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't actually incorporated that into this video game. And this person here, I mean, is that meant to be a man or a woman? I can't tell. This guy in the middle with the bow tie, he does remind me of that annoying protagonist in Watch Dogs 2. I mean, I played a bit of that game, but I just could not get into that character. He was just too wishy-washy for me and kind of thrown in there for the sake of diversity. You know, I preferred Aiden Pierce from the first Watch Dogs. At least he had a backstory and at least he was a compelling character. And by the way, they did bring back Aiden Pierce for Watch Dogs 2 for a special end mission. So there you go. You've always got to go back to the original legacy character to prop up your failing character at that stage. But anyway, I want to get back to this Forbes article very quickly in a few moments. But if you look at the score here, so it's actually scored 64 based on 47 critic reviews. I'm just going to go through some really cringe ones here. So Gamers RD, this was a necessary reboot. Now Saints Row feels more realistic. That's not the point. It's meant to feel the complete opposite of realistic. It strays away from the crazy and fun roots of the originals. Customize every aspect of our character is awesome, but unfortunately, it is not a perfect game, which I will get to in a few moments as well. Still is our favorite open world game about criminals and is back with more perks than before. Obviously talking out of their a-hole, because when you see the video footage I'm about to show you, you'll completely understand. So let's go to one with a slightly lower score, which I'll go IGN Japan, combining the realistic settings from the series' earlier titles with the OTT styles of entries that came after Saints Row the Third. This is an excellent reboot. That being said, a lack of polish in the gameplay department and low quality localization for Japan cannot be ignored. So I'm not sure why IGN Japan still gave it a fairly high score despite those quibbles, which I thought was very, very strange. Wow. If we go over to Forbes, now this is from Paul Tassi. So Paul Tassi, he's got his own YouTube channel where he just talks about Destiny. Incredible, he's actually made a living out of that. So yeah, we've gone over this part already, but yeah, I mean, when I saw the trailer, I mean, they went with a generic thumbnail of a diverse character, and I thought, okay, it's a Saints Row game. It is about diversity anyway, but diversity that you choose to be as. But in the video for Skill Up, which I watched last night, even if you change your character around and gave them a large nose, gave them a very gruff voice, in the cutscenes, that character still acknowledges themselves as a student, because all the four main protagonists are students. They've got student loans to repay. I mean, isn't that an idea or an ideal that was probably, 20 years ago? I mean, it's not so relevant now because people just find ways to circumvent student loans and probably go on OnlyFans or some shit like that. But you got to check this out, because when I saw this, I could not stop laughing. Here we go.
This one is a massive spoiler, so I want to give a really clear warning. It's from one of the most pivotal moments in the entire game, and I'm only showing it to you because it is so bad, and it really shows just how not ready this game is for launch. To have a moment like this play out this way. If you're going to play this game, do not watch
I'm not
this.
playing
Please
it, dude.
skip to the timestamp
Not
on
playing
screen.
it.
I will give you a second to do that. Okay, timestamp's there. All right, here we go. This is the final shootout with one of the central characters in the game. Here's how it goes down.
Woo-wee.
So yeah,
wow,
that's what I'm talking
way
about.
to go, Volition. Awesome,
Money.
awesome. Wow, and I thought Cyberpunk was bad. Holy shit, man. Yeah, Saints Row is terrible. I would say that's probably the biggest understatement Skill Up could have given to his video, but it's a very good video. I would recommend you check it out because, man, the things that he does to tear down this actual game. In fact, in his journalistic expert opinion, this game needs 12 months to actually look better. But by that time, no one's going to play it anymore. They would have moved on well before that point. So, folks, if you enjoyed this quick rundown on Saints Row, why you shouldn't buy the damn game, just wait for a Black Friday sale or wait for it to fall out of someone's pocket or go to your pre-owned store, because I guarantee people will buy this and within a week they'll be taking it to CEX, GameStop, whatever, to trade in for something else. And you know, it will still have some value as a trade-in title because it's brand new, so perhaps you could do that or just trade it in for cash or use it for credit store payments. But on that one, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you like the like button, which I just said. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you hit the like button, slap that subscribe button, hit the share button, and if I were you, I would check me out on the next video.
I think you might be skipping some details.
But that's not all. We also have another game you absolutely need to buy before anything else in your life. Saints Row 4, Re-elected. Look at all this cool stuff it comes jam-packed with. Extra graphics, enhanced nutkicks, voice commands, sharing and live streaming, extra polygons, 666 times the colors, 1 million more resolution, more English-speaking aliens, more obscure pop culture references, more of everything, sort of, but twice the ass kicking, 3 times the nut kicking, and infinity more Zinyak skull-crushing potential. It's the same classic Saints Row 4 experience you've come to know and love, reborn and ready to kick you in the nuts on your fancy new gaming system, with literally hundreds of thousands of extra pixels. Count them and see, or wait till someone on the internet does it for you. Look at all this dick kicking.
Like and subscribe, or get your nuts Krogan crushed.